Is the microphone actually on? Hi, hey, hello! It's the 8th anniversary of the channel. How about that? This channel is 8 years old. What are your plans for this year on the channel? If the past 8 years are anything to go by, I shouldn't actually make any plans, because they never come true. While I didn't make a lot of things last year, I'm actually very happy with all the videos that I put out last year. The second episode of the Higurashi retrospective, bloody loved it. Really happy with it. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling video, that was great. I was very happy with that. So if anything, going forward, I'd like to continue doing similar sort of things to that. I know I want to get the third episode of the Higurashi retrospective out, so that's very high on my list of priorities. I do want to get this Doctor Who top 10 list, David Tennant top 10 list, out. Probably for Christmas, I'm going to aim for again this year. A lot of people have shown interest in doing the K9 and Company review, so I'll also try and do that. What was your favourite movie, TV show and game of 2018? I think favourite movie is kind of evident. Avengers Infinity War. How can you not like it? As for TV shows, DC's Legends of Tomorrow is always amazing. I actually started watching an anime called My Hero Academia, and I frickin' love that. Do check that out if you can. As for games, I'm actually a little bit iffy on the games for 2018. There wasn't really anything that jumped out at me. I mean, the sequel to Hitman 1, I got the steel case edition, the gold edition it says here, but it's a steel case, the first steel case I've ever actually gotten. And don't get me wrong, it's a great game, go and get it, but there's something about it that didn't quite leap out to me. If anything, I'll try and do a review of Hitman 2 actually. If there were to be a game of the year for 2018, I think it has to be Spider-Man PS4. It is great, play it, it is amazing, spectacular, ultimately superior. Those are all Spider-Man things. Why wasn't insert episode title in the Sarah Jane Adventures top 10 list? This is actually a comment I've gotten a lot on the Sarah Jane video itself, asking where a particular episode is, and you know, I think considering that I do say these are my opinions at the beginning of the video, it'd be quite evident why that episode didn't appear in the top 10 list. I've tried to answer the individual episode, when people have asked where particular episodes have been, I've tried to answer them in that comment, so if you are curious as to why a certain episode isn't there, do check the comments. Do you think you'll make a new episode of Walking with Michael? Or finally edit that one you've had on the back burner? The way that I go about things is that if I'm passionate about something, I will fling myself into it fully. I do enjoy Walking with Michael, and I do understand that people love Walking with Michael. But I just don't have that drive for it at the moment. This episode that's been on the back burner for about a year or two now, the only thing stopping that from going out is the fact that I need to actually write a script for it. I've tried to make it, because the thing is, this episode that's been on the back burner, I wanted to make it as professional as possible. I just don't have the time, and I don't have the enthusiasm to do it, which is the problem. And I know people enjoy Walking with Michael as it is, but I do want to make it better. I will try, but don't get your hopes up. In a similar sort of vein, when are we going to get more Skyrim content? There are actually 2 more episodes that are completely edited and ready to go up for the Skyrim Let's Play, but quite frankly, the Skyrim Let's Play videos just didn't prove popular enough, which happens. For the amount of effort that I put into it, it wasn't proving popular enough, particularly trying to get it out on a weekly basis. Episode 4 took me the full week to edit. What is your most anticipated film of the year? I mean, is that even a question? What is your current obsession, i.e. what have you recently become a fan of? I haven't become a fan of anything new in a while actually. The last thing I became a fan of was My Hero Academia back in like June, July time. At the minute I'm kind of floating, kind of wandering, looking for something to really jump out at me and grab me by the balls. Wait, what? Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. The moral of the story, check out My Hero Academia. It'll grab you by the balls. Which fictional character do you relate to the most? I wouldn't say there's really a character that I relate to. There are obviously characters that I like, that I really admire, and who, as an actor, I would love to play in some shape or form. As a kid, I actually really looked up to Luke Skywalker. And I really just like the character of Luke. Even in Last Jedi, I really like what they do with him. Other characters that I like, I mean, you'll kind of notice a similarity between all these characters. Gohan from the Dragon Ball franchise, I like Nightwing from DC Comics, Scott Summers from the X-Men, William Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation, the 10th Doctor is a big idol of mine. What exactly is How We Roll? If you remember back to last year, I released a video saying that I was taking part in a internet TV series called How We Roll, and since then there has been one recurring question, not just on my channel, but on the How We Roll page on Facebook. Give it a like and a follow. There's been a question persisting over there as well. What the hell are we actually doing? I mean, I can't tell you how many times we, the cast and crew of How We Roll, have told Ryan, the guy in charge, you need to explain it better. So actually this is a great opportunity to get that done, which is why when we met up the other day, I decided to pitch this question to Ryan. Let's see what he said.
So, Ryan,
yeah,
what exactly is How We Roll?
Good question.
What actually is this thing we're making? No one has a clue.
Yeah, so the idea of the show was to bring a lot of actors from different walks of life to this table to show quality in this game we love. So we have yourself, predominant social media influencer as a nerd in all things, like me. We have then someone that you might not have expected to play, big gym lad, crossfitter. We have someone that's kind of big on Twitch and esports and likes playing games as well. We have an actual theatrical actress, as well as a rock chick who's performing in lots of gigs, and a goth. It's kind of fun to see all these people who've never played this game before, who haven't worked together before, together at this table, improvising and acting together. So it's kind of interesting to see that play out, and that's been a pet project of mine that I've always had since I was at university and college.
I don't think he answered the question. I guess you're gonna have to wait another month then. Have you ever considered going to MCM London Comic Con? I'd buy you a drink. I was actually gonna go to a London Comic Con in October or November of last year actually, with the How We Roll people. The only problem being that we planned this very late, so we couldn't get like a proper hotel or train down. So the idea was we would have taken a megabus down and then stayed in a hostel for a couple of days, and well, I freak out enough as it is. I don't need to be dealing with that. But who knows, if How We Roll actually takes off, then I'd love to go to MCM London Comic Con. I've never been to London, so that would be a great opportunity. That would actually be a great opportunity to do a walk-in with Michael. There we go. Get me to London now. I'll gladly do a walk-in with Michael, and then never release it. If you could choose two completely different franchises to cross over, what would they be? Okay, so I thought about this for a while. Indiana Jones meets Captain America in World War II. Because why isn't there a comic of Indiana Jones and Captain America meeting in World War II? It's such a cool idea. They both fight Nazis. They both have like mystical weird stuff in them. Why isn't Indiana Jones teaming up with Captain America to fight Hydra, who are looking for like, I don't know, the Cosmic Cube or something? Some weird thing like that. That'd be cool. I would love that. What is your sleeping pattern like? Non-existent. Thoughts on Dragon Ball Super Broly? What is your favourite meme? Funnily enough, my favourite meme is pronouncing meme as meme. I really like the resurgence in the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme at the moment, how he's all powerful, because I mean, that's actually a very old meme from the Dragon Ball franchise. When Ultra Instinct came about, it was like, oh hey, what if Shaggy had Ultra Instinct? So it's just nice to see that sort of become a public meme and not just like a single franchise community meme, so that's nice. I was very big on Bowsette, loved Bowsette. The whole Super Crown thing was hilarious. It kind of also shows how much we as fans want a female villain for Mario. You know, a confident female villain. 2018 was a good year for memes. I liked a lot of the memes for 2018. Do you know the way? It's always a good one. Steamed hams. That was the one. I really liked steamed hams. Steamed hams. So yeah, 2018 was a great year for memes, and I look forward to another year of top memeage this year. And finally, what would you be doing if you weren't doing YouTube?